I want to start off by wishing everybody a happy new year. Hope you're enjoying it with your friends and family. Have a safe new year, and yeah. Um, Today I want to talk about whether or not Russell Westbrook has become overrated and overhated, maybe. Um, with the Wizards falling down to 0-5, he has been catching a lot of blame. He has gotten a triple double in 4 of the 5 games, but he didn't play one of the games due to resting, I believe. So yeah, it's not a great look. But before I go on to talk about what's wrong with the Wizards, I do want to say Russ's triple doubles get more hate than any other player I've ever seen, because if Russ puts up a 30-point triple double and they lose, everybody will say it's just empty stats and he's stat padding. But if Damian Lillard puts up what 60 points, 50 points, and he loses, oh, his team's not good enough. So it does have to do with the narrative of NBA fans, and a lot of people do antagonize Russell Westbrook and his play style, because I honestly don't see how you can hate on a triple double, because 10 assists is 10 assists. You can't fake 10 assists. I can understand the rebounds, how some people might have a problem with that. He's just taking them from his big man, stealing rebounds from his teammates, but I don't have a problem with that either, just because he gets the rebound and he immediately starts to break, and that just lets him get into a faster pace. And a lot of offenses, especially in Oklahoma City, the offense was built around for him to get the rebound, so the break could be started faster. That way they'd have more transition offense. And Scott Brooks is the same coach from Oklahoma, so some of it's probably from that, some of the same game plan. Um, but yeah, Russ definitely gets more hate than other stars when he puts up good numbers and loses, because other players put up great numbers and they lose. It's just because their team's not good. But Russ does it, and it's not his team's fault. It's his fault for losing. But yeah, what's wrong with the Wizards? I'm not sure, to be quite honest with you. They've lost to the Bulls twice, and coming into those 2 games, the Bulls are like the worst team in the league. Um, Thomas Bryant has played good. He's a nice stretch five. Denny Advia, their rookie, um, who kind of fell to them, was looking like a very good draft steal. He's played pretty good for a rookie. He hasn't got a whole lot of touches, but he's knocking down his threes. He's shown some flashes of playmaking ability. Um, he hasn't really gotten a spotlight to really showcase his skills and talent, but he has played pretty good in the limited time I've seen him. Bradley Beal's been in and out. He's had some good games. He missed a lot of threes in the first back-to-back or first Bulls game. He didn't hit his first three till late in the fourth quarter. But other than that, he's been all right. I just think the Wizards have been struggling to close games out. In the Sixers game, which I watched, they were up ahead in halftime. They were up in the third quarter, and then they just lost the lead and just couldn't really hold on to it. And I don't know who's at blame there. I don't think Scott Brooks is the best coach, if I'm being completely honest with you. But because last year, what has he done with the Wizards in his time in Washington? Not a whole lot. But yeah, last year they were dead last in defense. They didn't win a whole lot of games. So Scott Brooks isn't great. But yeah, the Wizards, I think they just have to. It's going to take a bit more time because Russ is a new player. It's a new system. There was no training camp, or not a long enough training camp. Preseason was 2-3 games, but it's not really enough games. We're just 5 games to the season. I don't think it's the biggest deal, but it is a bit worrying because I had the Wizards around like 5 or 6 seed, and I said they could win the first round and beat a really good team like the Bucks or the Heat in the first round. They could really have a huge upset, but they are struggling as of right now. I think they can turn it around. One thing I will say for Russell Westbrook, he has been very inefficient shooting wise, so he needs to step that up. He hasn't shot a lot of threes in the Sixers game. I think he shot like 2 or 3 threes, but he missed all of them. So he just needs to be more efficient, less turnovers. But other than that, they just have to play better defense. Their defense has struggled a bit. Bradley Beal has been playing a lot harder on defense. I think that's partly because of Russ. He doesn't have to carry the offensive load as much, but yeah, they have to play better defense as a team. And yeah, some of their shots aren't falling. Davis Bertans has been playing good. I don't really see a player that's been playing bad. I think they just have to close out games better, less turnovers, and just play better defense as a whole, as a unit, you know. But yeah, that's it for the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. Happy New Year's once again, and I'll see you guys next year.